Hello everyone, it is Thursday, and that means it's time for my second weekly draft video. This week there's only one though, here on Thursday. For every week going forward, now that Rivals of Ixalan is on Magic Online, I'll be doing 2 a week though, one on Monday and one on Thursday. So yeah, we're doing Rivals of Ixalan draft. And I'll see you guys when the draft fires. Okay, well, our first pack is an interesting one. Atsakin Seer is the kind of gold card that I think is first pickable. I think it's one of the better ones in the format, but I think this pack has cards in it that are good enough that I don't want to first pick a gold card, namely Swift Warden, I think is the one that's really good. Knight of the Stampede's also pretty good, and Voracious Vampire's nice too. I have, dabbled a little bit in Dino decks in this format, and they're not terrible, but I still feel like the format's too fast for this to be like a great card. So I think I'm just going to take Swift Warden. It has proven to be really good every time I've played it in this format. Voracious Vampire is also sort of worth looking at. I think it's a great vampire payoff. Divine Verdict is solid too, but I think it's Swift Warden in the end for us here. Definitely not a rare. Okay. Probably just take Hunt the Weak here. I like Mutiny, but not as much as Hunt the Weak. Kitesail Corsair is good, but I think Hunt the Weak is better. This is good in the Dino decks. This is nice in basically any white deck, but I think I'm just going to take another green card because I can. And I think it's the best. I think it's either the best or close to the best card in this pack anyway. So yeah, we'll take it. So we could be a Merfolk deck, but that's, this is good even if you're not in a Merfolk deck. It's not like we took a card that's only good in a Merfolk deck. That's part of what made it a good first pick. Okay, I like Bombard, and I also like Reaver Ambush, but I think red-green is a realer color pair than black-green. There is another Hunt the Weak, and there is another Squire's Devotion. Not another, but a Squire's Devotion. I like it. I also like Sea Red in an aggressive deck. So do I want to just try to stay green, or do I move into Bombard just because it's better? Which it is, I think. But is it enough better that I want to sort of start looking at another color, or do I just want to keep cutting green? Kind of the idea of cutting green, I think, is good here, because all people are getting there is a Colossal Dreadmaw, so let's just take another Hunt the Weak. I do think Bombard is better, but I want to send signals to keep people out of green if I can. Of course, looks like people are trying to send me that signal. Okay, well now I think we do take an Impale. It is black, and black-green isn't like a tribal color pair, but Impale's too good to pass, I think. That gives us 3 removal spells already, but I think that's a good place to start. Martyr of Dusk and, again, Divine Verdict are both solid, but I'm going to take Impale here. Yeah, green is getting cut, which is annoying. Yeah. I mean, we could take a frill back. It's not bad. That at least means people to my left in the next pack won't be in green, I guess, one could say. Could also just like completely move into red here with like Swaggering Corsair and see if black-red is what we really want to be doing because green's getting cut so hard. Which would be annoying given our first 3 picks. But that does happen in Limited. I think the Corsair is enough better than the Frillback that I'm going to take it here. We need to start exploring other colors because, yeah, we're getting Gruesome Fate here, which is not what you want. Okay, there's a Jade Bearer, which is okay in a green deck. Yeah, black and green though. I mean, they're not looking great here with Overgrown Armasaur and Jade Bearer. The red cards here aren't great either. They're fine though. Don't really like Slippery Scoundrel a ton, but it is a unblockable source of damage late. I mean, this pack's just not... it's not what I wanted. I think I'm going to take Sun-Colored Raptor just because we already have some red. And it is playable, if only just barely. But yeah, this is kind of train wrecking on me here. You don't usually want your first 3 or first 4 picks, for that matter, to go in the toilet, but they might. It does happen. Can't even splash Impale, so... Okay, well this is interesting. Here's a late Moment of Craving, and a late Voracious Vampire. But I don't think we want the Vampire just because our deck's probably not going to have enough of them. I think we do want Moment of Craving, though. That's a good sign for black. Green looks completely cut, though. So, yeah, we have to jump ship on green, unfortunately. It may be that we see a lot in the next pack, and that's something to keep our mind open about. So if we see, like, really good green cards in the next pack, it might be worth seeing if it's open. But in the meantime, I think going red-black is a good way to go. So there's another Corsair. There's also a Dinosaur Hunter. I think I'd rather have the Corsair. Yeah, I would. We're going to get enough other 2-drops. I mean, having this guy as a 3-mana 3/3 most of the time is pretty nice. So we did pass that stupid Neckbreaker. I doubt it comes back to us, but obviously we'd want one now. For sure. I mean, we only have 2 pirates so far, but that's going to go up. Okay. I think Divine Verdict is definitely the best card here. But I think I'll take a Dusk Charger. It's nothing special. It may get cut, but I think it's very unlikely we end up in white because black and red seem open enough with the late Moment of Craving and the, yeah. And, you know, Dusk Charger is playable. It's just not exciting, you know. Does turn into a 5/5 late, but early it's, you know, Ascend is nice and everything, but most of the time if you've ascended and you're in the late game, a 5/5 is not going to be that good. I mean, it's solid, but it'll get taken down. Hey, Neckbreaker came back. I think we take it over the Firebrand here, just because it is like the big payoff for getting as many pirates as possible into our deck. So hopefully we can do that. Because if you can just curve out and then play one of these on turn 4, it is pretty insane. Right now, we're not currently capable of doing that, but there's lots of commons we can pick up. That Firebrand being there that late is a good sign. Hopefully I don't play this. I think I'm just going to stick it over there for now and keep these. I also wouldn't be too sad to cut the Raptor, but it is, you know... If you don't know why I don't like the Raptor, if you didn't watch my set review, I don't like these creatures that only have 1 power default and you have to pump a bunch of mana into them just so they trade with a 2-drop. Like, that is ugly. So Sun-Colored Raptors are really weird 2-drop in that. It's actually better in the late game and pretty horrendous on turn 2 in most situations. Because if your opponent just plays an X2, or a 2X, I guess, you're in trouble. Okay, well... Interesting. We have a great removal spell and a great aura and a playable creature. So black-red, I would say, is open. What do we want most? Do we want the great aura? I think I'd rather have a removal spell. I mean, you know I like removal. I mean, the aura is going to be good in a deck like this one. But it still has such high... There's so much variance associated with it. That's another very late Divine Verdict. I'll take a Recover. Divine Verdict isn't great. I'm just trying to say it's like playable. You'll play 1 or 2 in most of your white decks. But auras just have... There's a pirate for us. Auras just have such high variance because you can just get blown out if you play it, whereas this is just going to kill something. You know, like it's not going to be bad in some situations, really. I mean, I guess if the opponent somehow has a bunch of big creatures, it's bad. But there's almost... Every deck has targets for Reaver Ambush. Multiple, several even. I would say 80% of their creatures die to Reaver Ambush. So this will be playable if we end up with enough pirate payoffs. This will not be. We just want to take every good pirate in black or red that we see, basically, at this point. There's another Corsair. There's a Freebooter who can help you splash, but it's not the most aggressive pirate. Arterial Flow is decent in a vampire deck, but I wouldn't take it this early. I think we probably just take the Corsair. Golden Demise is solid. Especially, it can be especially backbreaking in the late game, but this deck I don't think really wants to get to the late game. We're looking to just curve out and kill people, not let people ascend, generally speaking, I hope. So yeah, the black cards here aren't what we're looking for, even though I think Golden Demise is good. And even first pickable if you're in some packs, but I think we just take another Corsair. Mutiny's solid, but the removal we have is better, and I like Corsair a decent amount. Also like Deadeye Rig Hauler, which we could think about, but I think I'm gonna, because splashing is possible here, but I'll take another Corsair. We definitely need to be raiding a lot. And so far we just have 2 creatures who can help us raid early, but we'll get more. We'll take some Dinosaur Hunters and whatnot. Buccaneer's Bravado is a nice combat trick. There's a Dinosaur Hunter and an Impale. Man, why does this pack have everything in it? Vona's Hunger is solid too. I mean, I think people overrate it because it's a rare, but obviously once you ascend, it's pretty nuts. Do I take the trick that's going to be really good with a bunch of pirates? Or do I take a decent 2-drop? Or do I take the good but sometimes clunky removal spell? That is the question. I feel like I'm going to see more like 2-drops, but we do really need pirates, but I think I'm going to take another pirate payoff here. Buccaneer's Bravado is just a really good trick. Charging Tuscadon. I say I'm going to see more pirates, and then this happens. So I guess we take another Reaver Ambush. Could be worse, right, than having to take a Reaver Ambush, but it is a good card. Tuscadon's okay, but I don't really want it. Really need to up our creature count. Hello. Well, now we're definitely taking this over Impale, which I like, but now we really want to just take all the pirates. We've got good removal set up. We have, you know, the 2 signpost uncommons. So now we just want pirates, but we're not going to get them apparently. We're going to get, I mean, he is a pirate technically, but he's not a very good one. He's all right, but would I rather have him than an Impale? I mean, we have so much removal already, but that's not really a bad thing. This one does potentially help you splash. I think I'm going to take another Impale, though. I keep saying I'm going to take pirates, but vampirates. I mean, it's not like we don't have any. I mean, we already have several. We just need more. Here, I think we take Dusk Legion Zealot, who's also not a pirate. But that's okay. It does help set up raid for Swaggering Corsair either way. So, yeah. Sorry for my voice, by the way, if you can't tell. I have a cold. But anyway, so pirate-wise, we already have 6 of them. Yeah. Definitely want more, but we're doing well. You definitely want to get 1s and 2s, though, to go with Swaggering Corsair into Dire Fleet Neckbreaker, though, because that can just end games. Like, it really can. We don't even have a 2-drop pirate right now, so maybe we'll get a late Dinosaur Hunter or something. Nothing super exciting, but definitely solid. I think we can basically pass most removal now and just focus on creatures, basically, because we're pretty much set on removal with 2 Impales, 2 Reaver Ambushes, and a Moment of Craving. Buccaneer's Bravado with like Dire Fleet Neckbreaker creatures is kind of insane. Like, you can just end the game very quickly. Like, they're at 10 and you're like, okay, Buccaneer's Bravado, you're dead. So that's why I took it. But bring on the pirates here. Okay, well, not going super well for someone who wants more pirates. Question is, do I take a Revenant or do I take a Shatter from my sideboard? There just aren't a lot of artifacts, so I think Revenant probably has a better chance to make the deck. Yeah. There's good white cards here, though, for sure. Like, this is solid. This is a good trick. There's a good card for the Vampire deck, too. Merfolk deck. Yeah, we'll take the Revenant. It's definitely nothing special, but... And ideally, we won't play it. You know, I'll start it over here. But I don't think we're getting any more pirates out of these packs. I mean, we got 2 of the more important ones. Wow. Well, now we really, really need pirates. So Dusk Legion Zealot's good, and I don't really want another Revenant. But we have 3 Direfleet Neckbreakers, so basically if a card says pirate on it, we should be taking it now. We've definitely passed some, but we still have the Ixalan pack, of course, which has tons of pirates. So that is good news for us. No pirates. There's a Golden Demise, which I think I'll take. Well, there's a pirate. I guess I'll take Brazen Freebooter. Don't want so many 4-drops, but we're desperate for pirates with our 3 Direfleet Neckbreakers here, so let's take it. It's definitely, our curve is not looking good though. You don't want more at 4, but we can fill out the rest, hopefully. If it says pirate, I kind of feel obligated to take it, so. Maybe Golden Demise would have been better. I guess our Corsairs, if they've raided, can survive it, but our Direfleet Neckbreakers can't. Obviously, once we ascend, it becomes one-sided, but oh, good. I will take a Dinosaur Hunter here rather than another Impale. We need all the pirates we can get. It's crazy how many Impales are still going around, but I guess Black's really open. We got, I mean, I would say it probably is, yeah. What we want the most, I think, are 2-drop pirates. 1-drops are okay. There are some playable 1-drops. I think this is one of them just because, I mean, it's nothing special, but it can't be blocked on turn 2 like a lot of 1-drops can and be bad. It'll trade with most 2-drops. I would be less likely to play it if I didn't have 3 Direfleet Neckbreakers, though. So now we're looking at 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're up to 9 pirates, and we're gonna get more. Another freebooter, huh? I mean, I'm gonna take it, but I don't think I'm gonna play more than 1 freebooter. I may not even play this one. If I get enough other pirates, I won't. So I'm gonna put it there for now. Because this is basically all we want to be running at 4 is Neckbreakers and Impales, and then everything else should be cheaper if we're a legitimately aggressive pirate deck. Wow. Another Impale. Another freebooter. I think I'm going to take the Impale. I don't think I'm going to play a 3rd Impale. I mean, it is kind of clunky against some opponents where, you know, you're killing their 2 or 3-drop with it, but it's still like no questions asked removal, and seeing it around that late is kind of insane. We might bring in a 3rd one against like a Dino deck or something. There's Plunderer. Do I think it's better than the freebooter? I don't know. Probably not. If I was going to run one of these, I'd probably run the freebooter just because it has better stats. Okay. Of course, there's no pirates here. Why would there be? Not even blue pirates. So we probably just take Fire Cannon Blast. I'm aware we already have tons of removal, but like, what else are we going to take out of this pack? This is a bad pack for us. Anointed Deacon and Fire Cannon Blast are the only cards in our colors, so we will take it. Do I cut like an Impale for one? Maybe. I might think about that. So Direfleet Hoarder is a pirate. Contract Killing, I think we're set on huge removal spells, even though it's a good one. Skullduggery is nice too, but we really need to get pirates and make sure we get them. We passed too many in our earlier packs, and we need to just curve out with pirates and go to town. I mean, I could definitely see cutting an Impale for a Fire Cannon Blast. It's worth thinking about. I'm going to start you over here. Ooh, Hostage Taker. That is a pirate we want to be splashing. We do have freebooters. So Walk the Plank, which definitely is more efficient than Impale, but this is too good, I think, to pass. Even though we don't have a ton of treasure, we already have Dire Fleet Hoarder in our deck, and we have a decent chance to pick up more treasure. And if we don't, we can always run like a freebooter or a plunderer, and I think that would be enough. So we're going to take a Hostage Taker here. It's too good. It's like one of the best cards you can get, basically. Okay, so here we have Skullduggery, which is a nice trick. We also have Skymarch Bloodletter, which is not a pirate, but is a good card. I'm kind of more interested in the Bloodletter just because we're kind of short on creatures. Unknown Shores sort of helps us splash, but I'd rather have creatures that make treasure. Those are going to be better at helping us splash because they're going to be pirates too. So yeah, we'll take the Bloodletter here. Skullduggery is a great trick, but I really need to up my creature count here. And that's a good creature. Where's Pirate's Cutlass when you need it? Okay, I guess we take an Interloper. I'm not excited about that. Look at the blue pirate in here. I wish I could play that more easily. Sure Strike's an okay trick, but I think I take an Interloper. Yeah. Come on, random 2-drop pirates. I have enough 4-drop pirates. Could just take Blightkeeper so we can set up raids better. But the Cutthroat's not bad. It's just we already have so many 4-drops that I'm definitely not excited about it. I think I take it, but I think right now... Oh, there we go. Headstrong Brute and Pirate's Cutlass. Why does this happen to me? Why couldn't you guys have been spread out a little better? I want both of you. I think the Cutlass is probably just going to be better. I mean, we do have a lot of pirates now. The Brute's great. But yeah, we're going to take the Cutlass. Brute is especially good with Dire Fleet Neckbreaker, but what are you going to do? You know? Okay. So I think we probably need to run a Brazen Freebooter if we're going to be splashing this Hostage Taker. Yeah, it looks like we're kind of shafted. It was weird because you were able to get these guys, which makes you think, well, pirates are probably open, but apparently people are in blue-black and red-blue grabbing all the pirates. And meanwhile, we're over here with lots of good pirate payoffs, but not as many pirates as I really wanted to get. Skullduggery it is. Yeah, we are out of luck, I think. I mean, we have more pirates, but so many of them are 4-drops, and those aren't the ones we wanted. Do I take one Unknown Shores, make my mana slightly better for Hostage Taker? I think that is what we take here. I may not play it. They don't make your mana as much better as you think, because if you draw them in a lot of situations, they're pretty bad. Like if you only have black or only have red, and you know, for blue it's okay, but if you don't have the other color, it ends up being a really expensive way to filter your mana, basically. So we have lots of ways to kill smaller creatures. So maybe I actually cut Fire Cannon Blast. Yeah, I think that is what I do here. Don't really want to cut any creatures when we have 3 Corsairs here. We really want to be setting up raid. I even think I'm going to play Blightkeeper, which is obviously less than ideal. So I have to cut something down here, is what I'm saying. Well, I could cut a higher drop creature, like the Interloper maybe. Yeah, let's cut the Interloper. So pirate-wise, we ended up with 1, 2. We still only have 1. Oh no, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, way too many of our pirates are Dire Fleet Neckbreakers. It did not get as many as I would like. I haven't mentioned that yet, I don't think. But I think our deck is good enough. We have good removal. We have some very powerful plays. We're going to run one island on top of running Dire Fleet Hoarder and Brazen Freebooter. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I think 971 is pretty good, though. All right. Well, this will be our deck. I did not end up with the ideal like pirate aggro deck that has 3 Dire Fleet Neckbreakers in it, but I think I ended up with a solid deck, and I'll see you guys in the first match. All right, so going into our first match, this hand would be good if I had the swamp that I need just to play turn 2 pirate into turn 3 pirate. I don't think it's keepable as is. Well, this time we only have swamps, but I think that's a little better here. Yep, okay. Looking like we have a decent shot, although we're not on the play, so setting up a raid with Dusk Legion Zealot isn't that easy, but we can do it a little later if we have to. Are they going to play that 1 mana goblin that I wish I had? No, but they're playing that, which I guess we also wish we had. Brazen Buccaneers, yeah, okay. So we're both pirates. They're off to a much better start than we are, though. We're not doing anything other than taking 2 from a Daring Buccaneer. Okay, well, at least I didn't have a turn 2 play. We're going to play Dusk Legion Zealot here. Hey, another Swaggering Corsair. If our opponent's really aggressive and they don't play a 3-drop here, we might be able to raid. It seems unlikely, though. It's not even really aggressive. I would definitely attack Daring Buccaneer into a Dusk Legion Zealot if I were them. Surely they have a 3-drop, right? Yeah, unfortunately they do. That would have been a nicer 3-drop for us, but that's okay. We're going to play Skymarch Bloodletter here, drain them for 1. And that should set things up for Swaggering Corsair now, but obviously that's not really what we want to be doing. Opponent still has 2 good attacks here. Ooh, good. Well, do I just chump block now? I mean, not chump block, trade. I think I probably trade. Yeah, I think I trade, unfortunately. We're going to trade with that thing, take 4. So they're going to play a Brazen Buccaneers next turn. That's going to have +2/+0. That's going to be fun, right? Where's all our removal? That's what we really need. I think we play Dire Fleet Neckbreaker, our own, just because it can trade with anything that they play. But yeah, we're in trouble. They're doing what we wish we were doing, basically. So here comes Brazen Buccaneers. Yeah, and they have a Moment of Craving on top of their library. Good to know. Yep, I think we trade. Take 4. We really need to find some removal. I think I'm going to attack. Just so I can get raid here. Seems unlikely our opponent even blocks, given how important that thing is. Yeah, so we can raid here. We're going to play Dinosaur Hunter. But you can see how good this card is, because it makes it so these little pirates can trade up for anything, basically. And that is pretty obnoxious, to say the least. Probably bring back in Fire Cannon Blast against the deck this fast and take out 1 Impale, because Fire Cannon Blast is just going to kill everything in this matchup, I would guess. Okay, so they probably have a trick, probably the double strike trick. I think I'm just going to block both of these and see what happens. Because they can't save both of them with one trick. They can save one of them. Oh yeah, we knew they had that, so... Yep. I think I'm okay with that. I mean, that's still just a 2 for 2, so it's not exactly backbreaking. Okay. If we can just find our removal, we might have a chance here. Okay, well that'll work in some ways. So we'll play the Corsair. Oh, that was stupid. I should have attacked first. I'm so good. I think we're just going to leave it back as a blocker now. I definitely should have attacked with it, but what are you going to do? Buccaneers Bravado still works pretty well here. Of course, if they have removal or something, it's not going to work so well. Okay. This is where we wish we had a 3-3, because I can kill this with Buccaneers Bravado, but yeah, that's not what we wanted there. So opponent can start exploring, which is good for them. I definitely made a misplay. Oh, well, we're just going to do this in response. Because it's better than just losing it outright. At least get something out of it, even if it's just sort of a fog effect. Yep, that's what it is. Okay. Obviously, though, we have never been the attacking player in this game, and that's not really where we want to be. They have, like, we would love to have a Kite Sail Freebooter or a Fathom Fleet Boarder. Not to mention, obviously, Deadeye Tracker, but these are commons and uncommons that would have been good in our deck. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a misplay, but it's really probably not going to matter. If it matters, I'll be, I should just be upset about all misplays, I guess. Oh, yeah, that gets bigger. Awesome. Yeah, we need to kill this Dire Fleet Neckbreaker. We have a lot of removal, but it is not interested in helping us out. What do we got? Our own Brazen Freebooter. I think we're still dead. I guess we can go for it, though. Try to stay alive. If we draw Hostage Taker, we have a chance. This is going to hit us for 3 on its own. Yeah, I guess we actually, other than this, he doesn't actually have that good of attacks here. Grasping Scoundrel. Yeah, that's the 1-drop guy that we have too. Hostage Taker. I mean, it would definitely give us a chance. It wouldn't actually be that great. Oh, okay. Well, now we're in trouble. Because the plank has been walked. I think we're dead now. Yeah, we are. Let's die. Okay. Well, that one didn't go so well. Opponent basically has a better version of our deck. That's what I would say. Like I said, I think we probably take out 1 Impale and bring in the Fire Cannon Blast just because our opponent's creatures are so small that it's just going to be a more efficient way to kill them. What else do we have? Pitiless Plunderer isn't a terrible way to counter an aggro deck, I guess. It does block well, but what am I going to take out? I think I'd still rather have the 1 Impale. Reaver Ambushes are going to be good. See if we can do a bit better this time. That's not weird. Why did you go over there? There we go. Okay, I would like to play first. Okay, this hand has the potential to be really explosive. If we can draw a couple lands, we can have like the ideal... Well, I guess we don't have a 2-drop, so it's not quite ideal. But we can have a pretty good start. We can go turn 1 Scoundrel. Honestly, I'd rather draw a land, especially an island, than draw a 2-drop. But because this can trade with most 2-drops anyway, so I'll still be able to attack with it on turn 2. Is my opponent going to kill it with the 1-mana 1/1 with haste? No. That's what we thought it might be last time, and it was not. So here's the question. Do we still attack here? Is it worth trading when we have Swaggering Corsair in our hand? I don't actually think it is. Our opponent knows we have at least 2 of them, so they're really likely to block it. So I'm just not going to attack. If we hadn't shown them 2, I think I would have been more likely to attack there. But they know they can really mess me up by blocking there. This time we have a Reaver Ambush ready to go. And should we draw a treasure or an island hostage taker? Okay, well that's obviously not a great deal, but we're still going to do it. Offer up the trade here. Which I'm sure they take because they come out ahead. Yeah. All right. And then we play the Corsair. Would I block here? I don't think I do. No. I think it's fine to take 2 there instead. Okay. Annoying evasive creature. I think just playing the Neckbreaker here and putting our foot on the gas pedal is pretty good because they could have Skullduggery, which would definitely be annoying here, but it's still a 2-for-1 if that's what they decided to do there. All right. So we'll end our turn. They play their own Neckbreaker probably. We can kill theirs with Reaver Ambush. Of course, the amount of damage we take here will be sizable. No? I'm pretty happy to not see them play that. Okay. Well, not happy to see them play that, but... Or that. There goes our Reaver Ambush. Guess we play our Bloodletter now. I think if we drew blue, we'd probably Hostage Taker the Kitesail Freebooter. Because it gets us back our card, and then we can cast it and go after their hand. Hey, there's a Moment of Craving. Interesting. I think I still play Freebooter here. I mean, I wish I had a Freebooter. Bloodletter. And then just take 4 on the backswing. Yeah. We may kill this with Moment of Craving. Like, we're going to have a turn where we can kill that with Moment of Craving and kill one of these with Reaver Ambush. It's a pretty good exchange. Okay. That's probably what I would kill with Reaver Ambush. Yeah, especially now that it's a 3/3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're going to have a double striker before too long. Yeah. Oh, yeah, haste. That's fun. We're going to take all of that. And I really hope we draw land here. Really, really hope we draw land here. Okay, not a land. Am I just dead if I cast Impale? I don't... No. No, I'm not. We'll just Impale this. And we will end our turn. Yeah, their deck is definitely the ideal pirate deck. Black-red pirate deck. The one that got there. Yep, and he's double strikey, so Moment of Craving on him might just be better. Oh, actually, I can Moment of Craving and then, yeah. Yeah, that seems pretty good. If we draw land, yeah, Moment of Craving and then Reaver Ambush in the same turn. He can really only attack with the Trailblazer. That's really all he's got. Yeah, I was just saying he probably should. Okay. Okay, we got there. So yeah, I think we go Moment of Craving. Gets us up to 6. Yeah, so they do have a lot of value to gain with Deadeye Tracker, but I still think we have to kill that Swashbuckler because we just can't block the thing, basically. So, Reaver Ambush. And end our turn. I could be aggressive here. I mean, I can't block this anyway. Yeah, let's attack for 2. What the hell? I think it's fine to do. I mean, obviously if they draw a removal spell, we're dead, but we're in a bad place anyway. So I think leaving back 1 blocker is fine. It can kill either of these in combat. This isn't going to attack anyway, and we can't block the Trailblazer either way. So I think we'd go after the tracker. I think. Yeah, we'll go to 4. Okay. Well, now we can't attack. This is almost like the City's Blessing. Not quite as easy to get, actually, as the City's Blessing is, sadly. Direfleet Neckbreaker, that's what you want to see when this is what's going on. Now we're just dead, I think. Yeah, we are. Because these all are too big. We have to double block 1. Yeah. Yeah. We are dead. Blue mana would have been good, but our opponent, like, honestly just has a superior deck to what we have. So we're just going to block for the heck of it. And we're going to die. Yep. Well, hopefully we do a little better against some other opponents. It would be nice to not play a bunch of people with a better version of the same deck as me. So I'll see you guys in the next match. All right, we have a solid hand here in match 2 that I think we hold on to. We have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. Some removal and a combat trick. All of which I'm interested in. This can actually provide us with our blue mana too, which we could need. Man, it would be nice if we had the black Forerunner. Search up that Hostage Taker when we actually have mana for it and stuff. Okay. Come on, land. Magic Online has been a bit laggy in the early days of this league, and they've had to like shut it down a couple times because of that, which is kind of crazy that they can't keep it from being laggy. But that's where things are. Ooh, gross. Okay. They get to draw 2 lands, which is pretty good, honestly. Okay, so we're going to attack. I doubt they block, honestly, because, yeah, why would they? Yeah, and then so we get a 3/3 Swaggering Corsair out there, who can block both of them. Question is, do we even want to block in this format? I don't know. I don't know that we do. Okay, this is when Reaver Ambush feels really good because you can use it to kill like a 4-drop. Ooh. Pirate's Cutlass always feels good. Do I just play the Cutlass now? I kind of want to wait. I don't think I do. So I could elect to use Buccaneer's Bravado instead to kill this. But that doesn't really accomplish a whole lot this turn because we don't have anything else to do with our mana. Unless they also kill our Dire Fleet Hoarder, which seems unlikely. I think it's probably just better to go Reaver Ambush. Yeah. We'll just do it now. And we will attack with both our creatures. If they want to double block one of them, namely the Corsair, we're kind of cool with that. We're also okay with that. Don't have anything to do with the extra mana this turn, but that's okay. They're a little further away from ascending, you know? That doesn't hurt. Okay, well, that guy is a problem. Like, to say the least. If you can't block him, he can just wreck your world. And we really can't. However, we can swing for 12. I mean, that's not what we're going to do right now, but I'm saying we could set it up for us to swing for 12. It's going to hit us for 8 next turn. I think we attack here. Which I realize sounds a little crazy, but if he blocks, we just use Buccaneer's Bravado. If he doesn't, we hit them for 5, and we play Skymarch Bloodletter. Yeah. Does take away our shot at blue mana, but... Okay, they're going to go to 10. And we're going to add blue just for fun. Skymarch Bloodletter drops them to 9. So yeah, we're probably taking 8 from a Tuscadon here. Yeah, we're just going to take it. They have like multiple combat tricks. Obviously, that can turn into like a one-turn kill scenario, but no, they might. Ooh. Okay, that's 14. Ouch. Okay. Well, none of that's good. The only way we have to win now is if he just decides to take Swaggering Corsair. Or if we draw removal off Dusk Legion Zealot. We could also leave the Corsair back, but I think just moving the Cutlass and leaving up mana for Buccaneer's Bravado will also work. But this thing can also kill us, so we're in trouble. We just have to hope that they just take this, basically. which seems unlikely. Yeah, I was going to say. Okay, so what do we need to hit here? Removal, basically. We do have a lot of it. Can we do it? No. I think we're mostly dead now. Maybe not quite, actually, because the first strike damage will keep this from ever hitting us. So, yeah. Obviously, you don't want to use Buccaneer's Bravado defensively, but we'll do what we gotta. So this can turn into a 7-power creature. That might mean we're screwed either way. I think it does. This turns into a 7-power creature. Which of these hurts less? So this can only hit us for... It'll just be a trade. So I think we actually have to block here and then use Buccaneer's Bravado here. Yeah. That's the plan here. This will then hit us for 2. And this won't hit us for anything. So... And chances are quite good that our opponent just spends all of their mana on this, and they kind of get time-walked here. We still can't kill them outright next turn, which is unfortunate, but we can try. I guess they're only doing that once, huh? Yeah, that's enough to kill me, so I guess that's why. So we're going to do this, and then if they have their own trick, we're pretty much dead. This thing messed me up, man. Okay, so we take 2. We kill that. We get to hold on to our Dusk Legion guy, which... Whoop-de-doo. Okay. Okay, you cost 2 to equip, right? Yes. So obviously, if they have removal, we're dead. But I think we just go for the aggressive kill here. Attempt to anyway. Drops them to 4. And then we move the Cutlass here, and we pretend like we have 2 good cards in our hand instead of the 2 lands that we have. Okay. That might be good for us. I think it is, actually. Yeah, their hand's empty. So I guess we don't outright win, though. They're going to get 1 more turn here. They just have to block one of them. Okay. Right, well... I think spreading out the damage is actually better. Although, he can't kill the Swaggering Corsair if... But then this can't attack. And then they really don't have to block. Oh, yeah, they do. They still have to block. Yeah. There's no reason to attack with both of them, actually. I mean, getting in for 1 more, I guess, is worth it. Yeah, sure. Let's get in for 1 more. Because I have to block the 5 power. Alright, they go to 3. Going to 3 means we can kill them with an equipped Blightkeeper next turn, or an unequipped that guy. So, Blightkeeper will also have 8 mana next turn, but we're going to move this just in case they draw a haste creature or something. They do get to draw 2 cards, basically, so... Strength of the pack. Well, I'm glad you don't have much of a board. That means we win. That was a close one, but we did it. Yeah, they're just doing that to be funny. All right. Using that first strike trick the way we did is definitely what saved us. Vance's Blasting Cannons. I think, again, I'm pretty cool with doing this. I'm wondering whether or not Unknown Shores is just better to have than 1 island. It does filter worse, but like let's say I draw the island and I don't have my other color. It's basically the same thing. But, and I don't have a way to search for basic lands, so I think Unknown Shores probably is just better, sadly. I think that is probably what I should have done. If you have an Evolving Wilds, obviously the island's better, but we don't have that. So, yeah. I guess Fire Cannon Blast can't kill that huge Tuscadon, but this can when it's turned all the way on. Reaver Ambushes can't either. Maybe we do just want Impale here, actually. We probably do. Yeah. All right. Okay, this is a pretty nice hand. We have 2-drop, 3-drop, and Direfleet Neckbreaker. We'd rather be on the play, of course, but this is going to be pretty good. We also have removal, and we even have blue mana. Granted, it costs 1 more than an island would. We have to pay 5 for a Hostage Taker, essentially, if this is how we're paying for it, but, you know, there are worse things. Okay, Thrash of Raptors. So they're going to play a Thrash of Raptors next turn, most likely. Hey, there's more blue mana. So let's play Dinosaur Hunter here. Obviously enough. So this basically has Death Touch against dinosaurs, if you didn't know. I think we attack into it and go for the big Corsair. There's a chance to play like Tuscadon this turn, and then we're looking at a bit of trouble, but it's not something we can't get out of with the help of Moment of Craving. And in the meantime, we have, you know, we have our own aggressive turn with Direfleet Neckbreaker, so yeah. Might just leave this dude back as a Death Toucher against the dinos. Certainly tempting. But so it's swinging for 9 here is also pretty tempting. So, all right, that is not a scary move by our opponent, I'm happy to say. He could be holding up a combat trick here, and that would obviously be something of a problem. But we get to go Direfleet Neckbreaker. He can trade with both of them, but I think we're cool with that. We have enough other stuff going on in our hand that it's not really a big deal if he decides to just trade. Which is entirely possible. I mean, trading with this, for example, isn't a bad idea. And he has enough dinosaurs, he may not want the hunter either. Yeah, he's going to trade with both. If he has no trick, I'm really happy with that. If he has a trick, not so happy. Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, okay. We're only going to take down one of them. And we'll end our turn. I don't think I trade here if he attacks. Yeah, no, we don't. The blasting cannons are back, which I'm not happy about. Okay, so we can attack here for 5 for free, so that's what we're going to do. Get in for 5 here. And then I think I play the freebooter here. We have the mana to do it. It can block well, and it gives me more mana. Stormfleet Swashbuckler. So they get a free spell this time. Well, they did last time too, it just didn't matter. Firebrand, okay. Turning every single pirate into a threat like this is pretty nice. Ooh. Isn't that Interesting. Okay. I'm going to attack with the freebooter for 5. I think there's a good chance our opponent just trades, and that's fine. If they don't trade, we can do some messed up stuff if they really try to kill it here. Should I play Moment of Craving and then use this to play Swaggering Corsair here? It doesn't seem like a bad course of action to me. Still have Skullduggery. Yeah. So we'll get that off the board. Hold on to our pirate. And then we're going to play another pirate. See what they get this time. Mountain. Good. Can't play mountains off of it. That's the downside. They didn't quite want to make it Outpost Siege, which lets you play anything that got exiled. This does not. Frill back. Okay. Ooh, Reaver Ambush. I think we attack first here with both of these. Skullduggery has the potential to give us a bit of a blowout, but it probably won't. They'll probably just trade for one of them. I guess I can actually attack with all 3, although Skullduggery won't work here. This is lethal damage, though, so that's worth thinking about. These are the last of our pirates in our hand. If he blocks with one of these, then Skullduggery will work. But I think just attacking with all of them and forcing some ugly blocks is probably a good plan. We can use Reaver Ambush if we really want to. I'd rather use Skullduggery, I think, because then I can also play the Raptor. Okay. All right. Oh, actually, that's not quite going to work, is it? I mean, it'll work. It just won't be quite as good as I was hoping because this will still die. So, it doesn't really matter what I give the +1/+1 to. We can do it here. And now it doesn't really matter what to give the -1/-1 to. But we do wipe their whole board either way. And hold on to 2 of our creatures. So that's nice. We'll do the -1/-1 here. We could... Oh, no, we can't. As I say, we could Reaver Ambush it now. That would be hilarious, but... Alright, so there goes their board. And here's where Unknown Shores, it's like, if this were just a swamp, I could play Skymarch Bloodletter, which would obviously be a lot better. But instead, we're going to play Sun-Collared Raptor. We really don't want this game to go long because of Vance's Blasting Cannons. They hit another mountain, which is good news for us. Okay, opponent scooped, so that is a win. I'll see you guys in the last match. All right, we're 1-1 and going into our final match of Arrivals of Ixalan draft. We would like to play first. We've had this problem a couple times with our mana, and we have it here again. I'm going to mulligan. I think this one's better. All our cards are black, at least, so only having black mana isn't as bad as in the last hand. I think we leave that on top, because we need a 3rd land anyway, and if it's a mountain, all the better. We just have, like, all removal. Alright, so player mountain here. Leave up mana for Moment of Craving, which we may just use at the end of their turn, and then play Skymarch Bloodletter. That does not seem too bad to me. If they play, like, a good 2-drop here, it's probably what I do. Especially in a world where I have Reaver Ambush and Impale. No, they're just ramping. Needletooth Raptor. I'm really glad Moment of Craving can kill that, though, because that card is savage, and that's one of the few ways you can kill it where you don't get jacked up. So, I'm happy to have it. All right, we have Impale mana now, too, but we're going to play the Bloodletter here. So they are Naya ramping dragons, probably. Dinosaurs. Same thing, right? I mean... Probably play... No, Needletooth Raptor is actually not that good here because I can just attack past it. No, that is what they're going to play anyway, though. It's fine here. It's just not anything special. I think we kill it like right away because they could do some enrage silliness that allows them to really mess us up. I think I just use Moment of Craving because Reaver Ambush and Impale can kill much larger creatures, even though I have the mana for both of them. I guess I have 3 different ways to kill it in my hand that don't involve it in getting enraged, and that's good. Come on, Magic Online, you can do it. Is it just better to play Reaver Ambush, though? Like, this can cause some blowouts, but no, I think it's probably still better to go Moment of Craving. Get out of here. I wish I had a 2-drop to follow that up with, but, you know. It's okay that I don't. So Reaver Ambush can't kill this, but Moment of Craving can. So that's kind of awkward. All right, so we're going to attack here. I think I just play Swaggering Corsair and brace myself to take 7. And then next turn use one of my removal spells on probably the Raptor. So we're going to attack. We have enough extra life that taking 7 isn't as big of a hit as it seems. So yeah, we'll play the Corsair here. Leave up Skullduggery mana to bluff. Because it would be pretty good here. Not that good. I mean, I could just kill his Raptor. That's basically all that would happen. Ouch. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. They're playing lots of scary creatures. And do we kill the Raptor still? Or has... Oh, well... Isn't that interesting? Might just be worth it to play Dinosaur Hunter, who can block and kill either of these, and I can trade with Skymarch Bloodletter if I really have to. Let's just play Dinosaur Hunter, see what happens. This has to attack, so... You know... This is going to die in combat, most likely, unless they have removal, which is possible. Or they do that. Okay. That's pretty gross. We can actually survive it reasonably well. We're going to kill this and take 10, and then we can impale one of them. So we're going to block. Take 10, go to 6. It's not really what you want to be saying at this stage. So he dies. Blue mana would be good right now. That gives me blue mana, but it also only leaves me with chump blocks this turn. But if I kill one of them... Oh, gosh. Next turn I can Hostage Taker. I can like double block this guy. Hostage Taker this. That doesn't seem too terrible. I think that's what we do, sadly. We'll end our turn. So we go to 2 here in an ideal scenario. We go to 2 here and wipe our board. So obviously it's not the best ideal scenario, but it's what we've got. That's what we're going to do. If he doesn't have another threat in his hand, we're in really good shape. If he has another threat in hand, we're in really bad shape. It might honestly just be better to impale still, because that makes sure it stays dead, and I can't play Hostage Taker and play the Emissary in the same turn. So if they played no other threat, that's probably what would be better. Okay. Hostage Taker, I think, is better, because we're dead if we don't play it. Oh, man. think we're dead either way now. 2, 4, 5. Is there anything we can draw? I guess a 2-drop. Hey, how about that? Yeah. So we get to survive another turn, right? Yes. No? No, we don't. We re-ambush this and then we get hit by one of them. So I think we just concede. Don't show them that we have hostage taker, for example. Yeah, okay. Dinosaurs. I don't think I want to bring in an additional impale or anything like that. This is a pretty good blocker against that annoying 3/3. But like they're playing that on turn 2, so it's not exactly great for us. Yeah, I don't think we really have anything. Oh, I guess we can do this again. I do think it's better when you have 0 ways to search up your basic land. Just because of the flexibility it offers in the event that we end up not on one of our other colors. Alright, well, we got to mulligan that one. Double Swaggering Corsair in a hand without any 1s or 2s is not awesome. But we do have all of our mana. And we can maybe mulligan into one. Oh, I think we got to leave that on top, right? I mean, yeah. Maybe that was a bad idea against a fast deck like this one, but especially because we need 5 mana to play with Unknown Shores, but it's hard to say no to that. They mulligan to 5, so it'd be really nice to get a fast start, but I don't think we're going to. I mean, we know what we're going to draw next, for example. And it does not allow us to have a fast start. We're going to have to play a 2/2 Swaggering Corsair next turn, probably. Now I don't really see a reason to do it, honestly. Because this can just attack through it. So we're just going to play a Dinosaur Hunter, who we would have loved on turn 2, but, you know, we'll take it. 1 mana away from taking a hostage. So we're going to take 2 here. Okay, good. I think. So yeah, we're going to attack with Dinosaur Hunter and play our Corsair. And we can even leave up mana for Skullduggery, which probably won't have a great use right here, but, you know, just having the option on top of playing a 3-mana 3/3 is pretty solid. Okay. We kind of need to kill that. So if I draw a land, it's not the best thing to take hostage, but if we don't do it, our opponent's going to have some scary stuff going on. We can also attack and threaten Skullduggery, but they're just not going to block. So we did not draw the land. So they're about to play a bunch of dinosaurs. I guess leaving Dinosaur Hunter back makes sense, right? If I make this a 4/4... So it can survive with the help of Skullduggery and kill the knight if they decided to double block. They're not going to, though. Whereas the Dinosaur Hunter can't kill anything in combat here. So yeah, we're just going to attack with our Corsair. We're going to be really happy if they decide to block here. Does not seem likely. Yeah, they don't. All right, we're going to play another Corsair. Can I just cast my Hostage Taker once? See, if this was an island, we'd be way better off. That's the debate that rages about filter lands like this, you know, because if this were an island, it would be better. It is nice that it offers the additional flexibility. Like, I can cast Fire Cannon Blast right now. And that's nice. That is not nice. We really need to take a hostage. That's a little less scary given what we have in play. Okay, well, can't take a hostage, but I can impale. I think we just end the turn, though. We probably just block this with our Dinosaur Hunter. Hold on to both our 3/3s. Okay. Do they have more dinosaurs? Good, they don't. That's very good. Ooh, there we go. We can't leave mana up for Skullduggery here, but I don't think that's a huge problem. Because we make it so it's very difficult for them to block anything. Since we're attacking with 2 5/3s. They could double block one of them and kill them, but they have to lose their knight. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. We will kill the knight. Happily. Get in for 5. And we'll end our turn. Interesting, interesting. Do I want to play Hostage Taker here when it's possible they have a removal spell? I think I'm actually going to attack first. All right, they're going to take 5. I could have attacked with both, but there's like no way that... I mean, they would have just traded for this, and I don't think that seems worth it. I think we just play Hostage Taker. I was playing with the idea of doing something else, but I think Hostage Taker here is pretty backbreaking. So I could have played Hostage Taker and killed this, I guess, and then I would have been put in a place where I could have swung for lethal, but in the event my opponent had... Well, I guess if they had... I should have just done that, because if my opponent had removal, they would have killed one of these, but then Hostage Taker would still be in play, and I'd be able to play their creature. So, I mean, it obviously ended up working out, but I don't know if that was optimal now that I'm looking at it. Okay. So yeah, filter lands, they offer flexibility, but they also offer a massive amount of inefficiency. That, you know, you're paying twice the mana for blue than you would if you had just an island in play, you know? So, yeah. I think this is a solid hand. I would really like a 2-drop, but I think we hold on to it. Decent 3s and a kill spell. And a Direfleet Neckbreaker. We do have 3 of those, so it's not a huge surprise when we draw them. We have more of them than we do, or we have the same number of them as we do 2-drop pirates, I think. We would really like to be able to kill this right now, but we can't do it. The only kill spell we have in our deck isn't what we have that can kill this for 2 mana. So now they're probably going to play a 3-mana dinosaur with haste. Probably that 4/4? No, just that. Okay. Which of them is more of a problem? Gosh. I mean, I think it's the Huntmaster. It just creates so many other issues. Yeah, I think we just have to do this, which really sucks in the long run, in the short run, but in the long run, I think it is better. Might just have to play our Neckbreaker to try and trade with the Raptor, but there's worse things. Okay. Well, now I think... Since they didn't play another creature, I think I'm just going to play Bloodletter in my turn. If they'd played another creature there, I would have really felt like I needed to play something that could trade with the Raptor, but they didn't. So I think I'm cool with taking another hit from it and playing a 3/3 Swaggering Corsair next turn, hopefully. Yeah, we'll take 3. Okay, that's really good news for us, obviously. So we're going to attack with the Bloodletter. And then we're going to play Corsair and Direfleet Hoarder, and we're just going to trade with the Raptors when it attacks us this time. Try to, anyway. Drop them to 17. We also have blue mana, by the way, because of Direfleet Hoarder. So, okay. Well, that kind of sucks, but we still get the attack trigger. So it doesn't suck as much as it could have. Because we still had a creature attack. And that's one reason, I mean, Slash of Talons is efficient, but the fact that it doesn't stop, you have to wait till a creature attacks is always bad, but in this format, where raid is a thing, it's even worse. Do we just take 3 again? I really think we do. I'm starting to think we do. If they can't put more pressure on us, like, what are we worried about? This has to block. So we can attack with Direfleet Hoarder and play Direfleet Neckbreaker and then attack with the Hoarder. He has to block it, and then we'll have blue mana too. So I think we just take a 3 again here to the face. Now, if they do put more pressure on us here, that's going to look worse. They put a little on us. Well, and it's a considerable amount given the fact that this can't actually, neither of these can actually block it now. So that's great. So happy. Not effectively blocking. Actually, this still has to block. So we still would get, no, we wouldn't because of first strike. These two work well together, huh? Because the first strike will kill the Direfleet Hoarder before it hits the Raptor. Oh, that's some pretty savage drawing, I'm not going to lie. So we're going to go Moment of Craving. Ooh, okay. Only... Still a 2-1 with first strike, so that's still not something we really want to tangle with. So that wasn't good for us. We're going to play Direfleet Neckbreaker. I could attack with my Corsair, I guess. And kill the Raptor. And then just take 3 from that. And play Hostage Taker next turn. Or chump it and play Hostage Taker. I guess that's what I have to do. Is it better to kill the first striker or the Raptor? You know, I guess attacking there first would have been better, but my opponent would have played Aggressive Urge in response, and that would have really blown me out, so. Okay. Well, that works too. So we have, what do we have? We have 6 mana. If we draw another land, we can both... Oh no, we'll have enough to play Hostage Taker and play Emissary. That's pretty good. Because we'll have a mana from our Direfleet Hoarder who's about to just chump block. Which is obviously not ideal. But you need the blue mana anyway, and this thing's a problem. Maybe they'll just play something scarier, though. If we can't cast it right away, okay. I'm kind of okay with this. Because it means we can take this guy hostage here. Play Hostage Taker, who is just an unfair card, admittedly. So we're going to play it, kill this, and then play it, and maybe get some value out of that Explore trigger. Do they have Lightning Strike in response? That would be bad news for us. They do not. What do we have on top of our library? Do we really want a Grasping Scoundrel? I guess on an empty board, but I'm going to put it in my graveyard. We can do better than that. I believe. In my turn. Well, that is better. So we're going to play the Cutlass. I think we just let it equip for free to our Hostage Taker here. And attack for 7. I guess if they have another Slash of Talons, it's going to be sad for the Emissary, but it's not the worst thing ever. It doesn't look like they do. Alright. Guess I should have just gone for that Scoundrel, huh? Wonder what they have in their hand. Probably like Crested Herd Caller that needs double green, and they're about to like drop that and really make me sad. Okay, they're just doing that to cantrip. That's good news. Unless they have dual shot too, which they could. It's possible. Okay. Well, now we have to put the Cutlass onto this, basically. Ouch. Now that Grasping Scoundrel's looking really good. Of course, well, no, yeah, I guess this is still better. It can block well, too, but... Alright, we get in for the 5, drop them to 7. And then we move the Cutlass over here. And that means we can block Nest Robber, even if he pings the Hostage Taker. Hold on to these. Although I guess this would have just been dead to Raging Regisaur, but it would have gotten in for 2 more damage, so... That's not nothing. I definitely think we block the Nest Robber and we take like 5 from this. Puts us at 6. Yeah. Ooh, okay. That's pretty gross. Now I can't block. But I'm still at 4. So my world's not like over. At 5 even, yeah. Well, you know, we drew that that moment of craving at an ideal time, and now we're struggling to draw anything, so it probably evens out. Oh god. Yeah, that's big. And that can attack through my Emissary. We need Impale. Oh, that was... Okay, we're getting removal when we need it. We're not getting creatures when we need them, but... You know, getting the Impale there gives us a lot more time to draw what we need. We still can't attack, of course. Okay. Now we kind of can. Is it risky? Yeah, it's very... We can't actually because... Well, I sort of can. He can't block. I mean, that much is clear. There's like no good blocks for our opponent. But there's also no good attacks the way things stand. I can then play Direfleet Neckbreaker and equip it, but... It's a close situation, because yeah, I can hit him for 5 here, drop him to 2, play Direfleet Neckbreaker, equip it, it'll have 3 toughness, it'll be able to trade with this in combat. But our opponent is a removal spell or combat trick away from killing us. Is it better to go that route or the more conservative route of not attacking? This is an aggressive format. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to attack here. Well, that makes me feel even better. Of course, I guess there's still a kill spell away from killing us. So maybe it shouldn't make me feel that much better. So neck breaker. He's got to stay alive or we are toast. All right, he's alive for now. We now have 2 creatures who can attack for 5, by the way, so that's good, but it's not great. Okay. All right, well, I think we go for it again here by attacking. Well, maybe, actually, I think we just attack with this. It's going to swing for lethal. Our opponent has to block it. And then we have, this is a better blocker anyway. So yeah, we're going to attack with Direfleet Neckbreaker. They do have a card in their hand. Should I feel confident about attacking with both? Because he has to block this. And I get in for 3, drop him to 4, and can swing for lethal next turn. Yeah, let's do it. Aggro. Okay. We're going to put the Cutlass back. End our turn. All right, we got there. That was... We had to play some super aggressive Magic there that really could have been swingy and gone either way. But, you know, we went 2-1 in the end. And I think our deck was solid. It certainly wasn't ideal. We played like the ideal version of the deck in match 1 and got soundly defeated. But we did fine in the end. So thanks for watching. I'll be back on Monday with another draft video, and I'll see you guys then.